And hello, and in this video I will be talking about the graphics which we can use to draw shapes and lines and points and bitmaps. Here is an SDI project, and I can put a link on the description how to create this SDI project. So when we run this project, if I run it now, oh, there it goes. So this white window here we can draw things, we can draw shapes. Like, let me just draw quickly. So the way we can do is that if I open these comments, it goes to this on draw. Whenever the window needs to be drawn, it goes to that on draw, and I can just say line 2. I'm drawing a line, let's say 200, 300, to the point 300, 300, and run. So there we go. So there's that line, and so we can draw all kind of things there. What we're talking about now here is that what is the best way to draw? The first thing we have is so-called GDI, and then the better version, a newer version is GDIplus, or sometimes they say plus, GDIplus, GDIplus, like this. Okay, and if we go to the website, we can see that this is true. So there's the Wikipedia about it. It's called Graphic Device Interface, GDI. If I scroll down, it says that early versions is GDI. So this GDI is exactly this thing here. So actually when you start MFC project, when you create one of these MFC projects, it will by default give the old GDI, okay? And now it says that later on, after Windows XP, we got the GDIplus. It's like C and C++, isn't it? C is the first version, and the better version is C++. Let's not start arguing about which is better, C or C++. C++ is clearly better, isn't it? There's no argument, right? Okay, let's not go there. But it's like, this is like C, and now we have C++, right? So this is the, and this is better version. I've been using it a little bit now, recently especially, and you can rotate things. With GDI you can't rotate, so this is more advanced. And the thing is that you can mix and match. You can use GDI, this one, you can draw a line, and then on the next line you can use the GDI++, for example, rotate. So you can mix and match, so there's nothing to lose really, in my opinion. But I think that by default you want to actually go for GDIplus. Let's now start cracking this thing, okay? Okis dokis. Before I start going to GDIplus installation, because we're gonna need that, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about one drawing problem which we are facing here, because I want to start fixing that problem first. Okay, so to illustrate this problem, let's draw a rectangle. I'm gonna draw a rectangle, right? I leave this line here because I'm gonna explain what's happening here. So we are first drawing a line, okay, and after that I'm gonna draw a red solid rectangle. Let's compile and run. Right, Control F5, there it is. And as you can see, it looks kind of pretty cool, and obviously the line is behind that, isn't it? So that's why it doesn't draw the line. Obviously if I want to see the line, I just move it in front of it, and now we see the line as well. Of course we want to see the line, isn't it? So okie dokie. So this, if I'm moving this, nothing seems to go wrong, isn't it? A wrong conclusion. There is something wrong. Well, we can't see what is wrong here, but I will show what is wrong here, okay? Let's go to the real situation. This is not real situation that we just draw a rectangle and then we're just changing the, the window size. That's not reality. The reality is that we are animating things, right? For example, that rectangle maybe moves to the right or moves to the left. So let me move the rectangle slowly to the right, okay? And how we do it, okay, so here's the rectangle, so this is the left top and this is the right bottom, okay? So let's move it a little bit to the right. What I'm gonna do now is that always when I'm moving a mouse, I'm gonna move it to the right. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do that code. This is C++, so I'm not gonna explain what I'm doing here, but I'm just gonna do it. So I'm just gonna create just a quick, thing. I'm just gonna call it move. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm gonna initialize to 0. We start from 0. We're not moving the rectangle first, and then I'm gonna move this rectangle to the right. I think we can do it by adding a point to this rectangle. Yeah, I think this works. If I remember correctly, if you add the point, it will move it. I'm guessing. I'm not always right, but I don't remember everything, by the way. I don't bother remembering everything, okay? If I don't know something, I'm gonna look at from the documentation. Sorry guys, if you're trying to employ me, I'm telling you I don't know everything. If you are from some company, I don't know everything. I don't bother remember everything. Okay, let's not go there. So I'm gonna add this point, and I'm not gonna move it, vertically at all. So I'm gonna put 0 there. So let's now, and my idea is that I'm gonna increase that move integer, and then it should move to the left. Okay, so we're gonna add now the mouse move. Yeah, mouse move. That when I'm moving the mouse, it's gonna move to the right. There it is. Okay, so there you go. And now I'm gonna change that integer now. I'm gonna increase it by 1. So plus 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 plus, and now we need to redraw the whole window. Very important. This is reality. For example, if it's a game, we need to many times update the whole window. So to update the whole window, what did I press? To update the whole window, invalidate, making the window dirty, and then update window will command to draw the window, make the window kind of dirty, that everything needs repainting, and this one is called repaint. Okay, so I think it moves now. Control F5. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so is there any problem now? Well, if you look at very, very carefully, it's flickering. I mean, it's flashing. It's flashing. Try to look very, very carefully. I'll try to do it like this. Look very carefully. It's flashing. It's flickering. Now it did it. Now. I don't know if you see it in the video, but it's flashing, which is a bad thing, isn't it? It's a bad. We don't want that. So it's flickering. Now I want to show why the flickering happens. So let's say that this is the window first, like this, and now we want to draw something in the window. Let's say that we want to draw, so this is the situation first, there's nothing in the window. Now we want to draw, let's say, a rectangle, and let's fill it with the color like that. Okay, so this is the second situation, number 2. So let's say that now this box wants to move the right. So the way this thing works is that first MFC, when you redraw, we need to redraw the whole window now. The first thing what happens when we are redrawing is normally that the MFC will clear everything using the background color, and the background color is normally white. So if the background color is white, this is what we will see. This is the next step, okay? and then the next step is that it will now you do your drawing, whatever you want to draw. Well, we wanted to move that box to the new place, right? So let me copy that. Copy. So the box moves maybe there. Okay. And why is it flickering? Well, it's flickering because it changed from white to the box, and the next one will be again empty, because next time when we are drawing again, it will be blank again. So it will be changing from the box to empty, and from the empty to the box. So that's why it's flickering, because it keeps putting that white sheet first, and then you put the box, sorry, the rectangle, not box, the rectangle, and then you put again white sheet and rectangle, white sheet, rectangle, white sheet, rectangle. That's why it's flickering, because we are doing like that. The way to do flicker free is like this. That instead of always clearing the whole window, what we do is that we will create an extra sheet here behind the skins. Nobody sees this one. We will put that box there, and then we will put that sheet fully here, and then it will show here. Okay, and then when we move the box again, we will, behind the skins, we will move that box to the right like this, and then we will place the whole blanket here, this whole thing at once here like this, you see. So that's why, because we are doing only one operation, we are putting only one full product there. So that's why there's no flickering, because next time we're gonna put the whole thing on top of this one. Now, so how do we get rid of the flickering? Okay, now I will show you how to get rid of the flickering. Okay, nice one, isn't it? So we're gonna go to the website. I've done this many times, I know this. So there's a nice website, this one here. I can put that link on I try to remember to put that link on a description field. You can easily find it. Just type this flicker free, this one, and you will find it. And this guy, he created a very nice class. Many people downloading this. So this one makes it flicker free. So copy that. We need to first create this new file. Go here and create a new file, and I will call it flicker free DC, device context. And okay, and now I will copy that code from the website. Place it here. And you know we have this new Pragma ones. This will replace that thing. So I remove that. We don't need that here. So okay, so now the problem is that MFC, this is an old class created like almost 20 years ago. So MFC has the same name, happens to have now the same name class. So I think we need to put this under a namespace, using namespace flicker free. I don't know, flicker free device context, something like that. Now I will wrap around the namespace so it doesn't get confused with the MFC version of the same thing. Oh, not using, sorry, namespace. So I'm putting it under the namespace. I'll try to use it now. So I will include that here. Let's see if it compiles. So that one. Actually, to use this one, it's very simple. You can read from the website, but this is what they say actually, that we go to the drawing function, and here we create an object out of that, like that, and then I call it DC, device context, yeah, and we will initialize it by simply passing the, I think it's a pointer, yeah, the pointer of this one. So now we are drawing using this one instead of this one. So it's that simple. So you can use the dot now here. You can also use the arrow, I think so. They are the same thing now. Okay, let's see what happens now if we run this now. Now there's a lot of flicker now. So what we need to do now next is that we need to tell this window that do not draw the background. Do not draw the background. So the way to do is that we go here, and it's the erase background. We want to, you know, tell this window that do not paint it with the white. That's what basically we are doing here. We are telling that do not paint it with white. So because we are gonna do all the painting. That's the whole thing. This new class is gonna do all the painting for that whole view. So we are telling now this MFC that do not draw anything. We will draw everything. So we will disable the background painting. Erase background. Here is where it goes when it wants to, you know, draw the background with the white at the moment. So the way to disable is that remove that and return false. That's just how this function works. If you put return false, it doesn't paint the background. And compile. Run. There you go. Wow. You see, there's no flickering at all. There's absolutely no flickering. It's smooth like a cat, I would say. You see, smooth like a train actually. It's smooth like a train. So this is how you get rid of the flickering. Okay. So let's go to the GDIplus now, which we were talking. I show you how to set it up. The way to set it up is that we need to do a couple of things. We go to this one. So this is where we put the includes which all the files need. Okay, and because this GDIplus is kind of important that everybody needs to use it, it's kind of logical to place it here. So I already have the lines here, so we need to put these two lines here, include that GDIplus, and then the second thing we need to go to the application class, and maybe a private section here. This app which is derived from CWinAppX or CWinApp. Anyway, this app class, you can create a private section there, and then we need to create two member variables here, like that. I will put actually M normally. This is how I do this. So I'll add that M there. Okay. And now I need to put here this one. Yeah, because it's under this namespace, so need to use this one everywhere where we use this GDIplus classes. And then we need to go to the CPP file, and there's a function called init instance where we initializing stuff for this application. And maybe at the top here we need to initialize the GDIplus, and this line will do it. And just put that one there, and now it's complaining about everything because I changed everything. So this is now M, and this is also M. Okie dokie. So and that's a function from GDIplus. And in the exit instance, we need to, you know, destroy this or delete this thing, delete this GDIplus, and this is the way to, you know, this cleans GDIplus when we finished. When the application closes, we will clear the GDIplus. Okay, now let's go and use this thing. So I'm gonna go to view, and it's easy to use actually. We go to the draw function here. It's very simple. We first need to create the GDIplus graphics. This is how it works. We need to create the graphics object, and we need to initialize the graphics object with a device context handle. This is the C language handle. This is the handle for the device context, and the device context is the handle which we use to draw on a window. So we can now ask that handle from that, because we were using this guy, so maybe we can use it, ask it from there, get the handle. I think it's the same handle if you ask it from this guy. I think it's the same, but I take it from there. And now we can use this object to do the drawing. And I have some ready-made code here already. So I have some drawing code here. Well, I could just draw actually what we have currently there. And how about that? Or I can just draw new things here, easier, because I have the code ready there. So let's draw some other stuff here. So, right, I already have that one. This is what we already did. So we are creating a pen. So now we need to use this, you know, this namespace everywhere. So to make life easier, I will, in this case, I will say using namespace, and then that one there. So we don't need to put that everywhere where we're using that plus. I can remove that now. And we are creating a pen which we are using to draw an ellipse and then a rectangle. And I think it actually works already. Aha. Yeah, I think I did. There's an error. Shut down. Why does it not like that? Is it that I need to use that? I think I need to use that thing over there. But then I'm thinking I need to use it here as well, isn't it? Logically speaking. Okay, succeeded. And let's see what happens. Did I do it correctly? Yes, I think I did it correctly. So there we have two drawings. So it's using the plus now. And we could rotate them, by the way. We could rotate them. And we could move that also without a problem. So I could put that, I could add that point there, I guess. So let me look at that. How does this work? For example, that rectangle. There's an. We can see that there's an X, Y. Okay, so I need to. Yeah, just add that. Isn't it that integer there and there, because this is a width and height, those two. So I think it's gonna move now. Move now. Yeah. It's going down. I need to remove that one if we go vertically. I mean horizontally, sorry. Yeah, so now it's moving it horizontally. So it's using the GDIplus now. There's no flickering really. So, good. So this GDIplus is the advanced way to do the drawing instead of this old you know, CDC. So this is how we give this pointer to the graphics, to the GDIplus graphics, and now this graphics object is gonna use this one to draw stuff, and when it's finished, then it will clear everything what it needs to clear and delete, and then we are good to go back with GDI. We can actually mix and match. So when this guy is finished, when this graphics is finished, but we can use the old GDI. We can just use that one and draw the line, for example, here. Line 2. I'm just drawing a line to illustrate this thing. 500, 300. But I think there's an important thing here, because this object needs to be destroyed before we start doing other using the old GDI. So it's better to destroy this object first, that it will clear everything what it was using, and then we are free to use this one again freely. I think this is needed. So how do we destroy this object before we come here? Well, we can do the trick. We can do the block here. Because this object is created now inside this block, it will be destroyed on line 73. So now it will release this one again, and we can use it now. So this is destroyed. Let's illustrate this one. Aha, but that's flickering. And why is it flickering? Okay, I think I know why it's flickering. I did this before. It's flickering. The line is flickering. Why is it flickering? It's flickering because I'm using this guy. I need to use the flicker-free object, device context object, with this one. That's why it's flickering, because I was using without flicker-free, and this is the flicker-free device context. So I need to use that instead. And now it should not flicker. But it was good to see. Yeah, you see, now it's not flickering at all anymore. Okay. I'm moving my mouse and it's all good. So here we are mixing and matching. We are using here GDIplus, and here we are using the old GDI drawing. So you can mix and match and use both of them. So why not? Whenever you need to do some complicated stuff, you can use the plus here and then go back to GDI using this pointer if you want. Okay, I think this is the moment to stop this video. I just want to show the basics, how I do these things and what things are important to set it up and go. The flicker-free drawing is important, I think. This guy here I wanted to show, and also I wanted to show that prefer to use GDIplus rather than the GDI. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and click the thumbs up and subscribe please, like everybody is saying. Thank you very much. And also, if you want to support me, there is a join button please, because money motivates, I guess. So if you want to join, press that button. You can even pay just a little bit. That will help and motivate more, make me more videos. I want to also make some streams, live streams. We can communicate, create programs together, start from the scratch and things like that. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time.